with humblest start. This story was told by the master about the elder monk named Little Merchant, while in Javaka's mango grove near Rajgraha city, and here an account of Little Merchant's birth must be given. Tradition tells us that the daughter of a rich merchant's family in Rajgraha city actually stooped to intimacy with a slave. Becoming alarmed otherwise her misconduct should get known, she said to the slave, "We can't live on here, for if my mother and father come to know of this sin of ours, they will tear us limb from limb. Let us go and live afar off." So with their belongings in their hands, they stole together out by the hardly opened door and fled away, they cared not where, to find a shelter beyond the sight of her family. Then they went and lived together in a certain place, with the result that she conceived. And when her full time was nearly come, she told her husband and said, "If I am taken in labor away from friends and family, that will be a trouble to both of us, so let us go home." First he agreed to start today, and then he put it off till the next day, and so he let the days slip by, till she thought to herself, "This fool is so conscious of his great offense that he dares not go. One's parents are one's best friends, so whether he goes or stays, I must go." So, when he went out, she put all her household matters in order and set off home, telling her next-door neighbor where she was going. Returning home and not finding his wife, but discovering from the neighbors that she had started off home, he hurried after her and came up with her on the road. And then and there she was taken in labor. "What's this, my dear?" said he. "I have given birth to a son, my husband," said she. Accordingly, as the very thing had now happened which was the only reason for the journey, they both agreed that it was no good going on now, and so turned back again. And as their child had been born by the way, they called him Way Merchant. Not long after, she became with child again, and everything fell out as before. And as this second child too was born by the way, they called him Way Merchant too, distinguishing the elder as Older Merchant and the younger as Little Merchant. Then, with both their children, they again went back to their own home. Now, as they were living there, their way child heard other boys talking of their uncles and grandfathers and grandmothers. So he asked his mother whether he hadn't got relations like the other boys. "Oh yes, my dear," said his mother, "but they don't live here. Your grandfather is a wealthy merchant in the city of Rajgraha city, and you have plenty of relations there." "Why don't we go there, mother?" She told the boy the reason why they stayed away. But as the children kept on speaking about these relations, she said to her husband, "The children are always tormenting me. Are my parents going to eat us at sight? Come, let us show the children their grandfather's family." "Well, I don't mind taking them there, but I really could not face your parents." "All right, so long as some way or other the children come to see their grandfather's family," said she. So those two took their children, and coming in due course to Rajgraha city, put up in a public rest house by the city gate. Then, taking with them the two children, the woman caused their coming to be made known to her parents. The latter, on hearing the message, returned this answer, "True, it is strange to be without children, unless one has renounced the world in quest of arhatship, enlightenment equal to Buddha. Still, so great is the guilt of the pair towards us that they may not stand in our sight. Here is a sum of money for them. Let them take this and retire to live where they will. But the children they may send here." Then the merchant's daughter took the money so sent her and sent the children by the messengers. So the children grew up in their grandfather's house, Little Merchant being of tender years, while Older Merchant used to go with his grandfather to hear the Buddha preach the truth.